Good day, my free thinkers. You know, the other day I was talking to some gentlemen and we're talking about being a father. And to me, being a father, a husband, is one of the greatest privilege that God could bestow on a man. One of my colleagues says to me, being a father is like being a fireman, and I was asking him why he said that. And he said, well, being a fireman, when you get to the fire, you don't run away from it, you run into it. I was like, oh, wow, that's a great analogy. He says, so being a father and a husband is that you don't run away from it, that you run into it. You know, try to find people around you, male around you that could mentor you and see, what it is to be a husband and a father. It's not an easy job, but it's a rewarding job to see your children grow up, and you have a big say in seeing them grow while you were there. You didn't run. You stayed and fight the fire like the fireman did. You run into the fire, in the flames, put the flames out, and now you see the carnage, or you see the glory of what happened here. The analogy may not be spot on, but being a dad and being a husband is one of the most rewarding things that a man could ever do. I say this to say there's too many men out there, and I'm going to say males out there, who do not take this serious enough that they walk away from their family. And while we may say that, the women are hard to deal with, it's the person that you choose. So you have to stay there and fight a good fight and fight the fire for your wife or your girlfriend. But the most important thing is to be there in your child's life so your child could see what it is to be a real man. We have to turn this around, and we can't keep putting this on the women when we are the ones that are most of the times walking away. Yes, the women walk away from the relationship, but we can't walk away from our children. There's still responsibility to these kids. Some of these men walk away, and when the mother call and say they need help, they think $30 or $40 or is a big thing. You have to provide for that child. You created that child. You have to provide for that child. Do not leave it up to somebody else to do it for you, or leave it up to the government to do it. We have a crisis right now where we have young men killing each other, and 99% of the time they're linked up because somebody loved them. But the person who loved them or taking them on their wings isn't the right person, because they're killing each other, straight up killing each other, because they don't like each other, and they don't really know why they don't like each other. They just don't like each other. Now, to me, if there's a male in the house or there's a male around, it's a little bit different. For me, my kids have to be in by 8 o'clock. No questions asked. I had to know where they are 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. No questions asked. I felt that me as a dad and as a husband did a good job, but it wasn't always easy. There was times where, I tried to say to myself, God, what did I get myself into? But he guided me through, and I had mentors around me telling me, this is what you have to do, because I wanted to be a father. Now, being a husband is an entirely different thing, but you have to be there for your family. You have to. You cannot you can't just walk away from the woman and the child and then come back and think that, it's her fault. It takes two to make a child, and you're one of the people who make the child. So your responsibility, while it may not be to the woman anymore, your children must still need you, and they will look up to you. And if it's a boy, he really is going to need you. And if it's a girl, she needs to see what a father does so that she don't make the mistake. And I think that if you decide to make this woman pregnant, you should also go through marrying her and take care of her, because if it's a daughter, she needs to see what it is to do what a man's supposed to do. So when it's her turn, she knows who's to pick instead of keep picking the wrong person. Do you going to get it right all the time? Absolutely not. But the ones who get it right, you will see what it is to be a father and a husband. It comes with a lot of responsibility, but you have to be built for that. You have to be built for that, and you have to get ready for this when it happens. So to my free thinkers who are thinking about being a dad, find some men around you and let them counsel about what it is to be a dad and a father. But we can't keep running away from this fire. We have to run into it so we could save and protect. My free thinkers, thank you.